Thing you should know, when someone can't call you ugly, like you're physically attractive, they always find other things to belittle you with. I've noticed that. Like, say like you're a handsome dude, right? You're handsome, you're doing your thing, but someone will point out, how tall is he, right? Or like, where does he work at? How much money does he have? You know what I'm saying? Like, just little shit to belittle you. You know what I'm saying? People like that be trying to dim your light. That's all it is. People be trying to dim your fucking light, and don't let them do it. You know what I'm saying? If you a short king, you like 5'5", but you handsome, nigga, you still handsome. You feel me? It's even for the girls too. Like, you know what I'm saying? A girl can be bad, but then, you know what I'm saying, other girls might point out, oh, she don't got good hygiene, or I don't fucking know, she doesn't know how to dress. Things like that. People always point out other things because they can't call you ugly. You're not ugly. Thing you should know.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Pariah, and I'm back with another one. So I stumbled across this video, and this guy was hitting some points. I did a video uh previously with this guy, and he was talking about this attractive and unattractive thing, and I think he was talking about how they try to play this humbling method with you when you come in the room, and it's like by excluding you and ignoring you and being tribalistic and all that other stuff. But yeah, what he was saying here, and I did a video about this a while back, but I was saying that how people, when they see an attractive person and they can't really say nothing about you, they'll scan for flaws. They'll pull out like literally like a magnifying glass and like look for flaws. And it's because they feel so low of themselves. They're so insecure. They think in their mind, something about me has to be better than this person. And it could range from a number of things, right? So like he said, height. So if you're an attractive guy, right, and you're short, oh, some guys feel like, oh, he's short, I'm taller than him, blah blah blah, right? So with me personally, what my situation was, when people would try to scam for flaws on me, I mean, a lot of people, I don't know. I haven't really been getting called short like that. I guess I'm considered an average medium height. People don't call me short. I'm probably, a lot of people say I'm like, they thought I was like 5'8" or 5'9". I got that a couple times, 5'8" or 5'9". I don't know. So, what I was saying though was, when it came to me, uh, it was the teeth. You know, people would, I have braces. Y'all know that, and before I had them, um, that was the flaw that gave them ammunition, because they like, okay, damn, this is an attractive guy. And then they look, at the mouthpiece. They're like, oh, his teeth is fucked up. He has an overbite. So that gave him ammunition, and oh, your teeth is fucked up. Your teeth is fucked up. You know, you got them big ass buck teeth. They was say stuff like that. When I was in school. But that's what I'm saying. But that's what he's talking about right there. They will point out flaws to make you feel lower yourself, right? Same thing with anybody who's out of shape. And I was there too, before. I was a little stocky before, they be like, fat ass, fat boy, you know. I got them jokes too, teddy boy, list goes on, even it went down to the way like how I even walk. Like people even be like, why you walk like that? Why you walk like that? Why are your legs like that? Why are your feet like that? Like anything, guys. Like anything, even with the clothes, all of that. But let's say you can dress, you look good, your teeth is right, Like me, I got braces, so people would say, okay, he's fixing his teeth. You know what I'm saying? So let's say everything is right, right? When he said the finances part, that's what broke everything down. So, um, that was the part I wanted to break down because this also plays into what I was saying, y'all. Something about me has to be better than this attractive person. So it would go like this, y'all. It would be like, okay, people would ask me, what do you do for a living? What do you do for a living? What do you do for a living? You see what I'm saying? That part. So when people ask you that, that's another way of saying something about me has to be better. So let's say you work at Walmart or 7-Eleven or something, or you DoorDash. They're like, oh, okay. Let's say you're not doing anything. Bam, that gives them ammunition. If it's somebody who's like higher standard, higher up, and you working like at Walmart or 7-Eleven, and they have a higher up job, bam, ammunition. So that's what I wanted to say. Anything to belittle you and bring you down. They scan for flaws for all my attractive people. I know my light skinned mulatto people go through this because I know when I walk in the room, people scan for flaws on me all the time. Hell, even in my pictures, I'm like, damn. On Facebook, this girl left a comment underneath that post that girl made. The one that was upset that I called her, that I got on her in the comments and called her ugly or whatever, and she made a post. But this girl made a comment underneath one of the posts because y'all remember nobody was like, she thought everybody was going to drag me and they wasn't. Only a few people did and they really couldn't say much, but there was a few people who tried to like dig real deep. And this girl left a comment saying, I already know what his teeth looks like without him opening his mouth, with 35 laughing replies, I guess, whatever. I looked at who was laughing at all of it. It was mainly black people, monoracial black people, and some Hispanics, a few whites. And that's another reason why I don't fuck with monoracial people. This is exactly why I'm doing what we're doing. Because really these were the main people who were saying these things. Your teeth is fucked up, blah 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 blah. So this shit been going on since school. So it's like, I'm used to the shit now. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm doing what I'm doing, and this is why we're doing what we're doing. Separating from this bullshit because this is what they'll do. They'll analyze you and they'll try to find a way to crush you and undermine you, like the guy was saying in the video. You see what I'm saying? So they're trying to tell me that we can tell that your teeth is fucked up or you have an overbite without you even opening your mouth. So in your pictures with your mouth closed, we can all see that you have an overbite with your mouth closed in your pictures. So, I mean, I don't know if that's true or not. I mean, I don't know. It could be true. I mean, I don't know. But, I mean, that's the first time I ever heard that. Nobody had never told me that before. Nobody never told me that before, I could tell what your teeth look like without you even opening your mouth. I never heard nobody say that. But, you know, you see the person in the video who was saying it, right? Dark skin Bantu, ugly female, right? Both of them really. Everybody that, they're monoracial. It was one brown skinned girl that replied to her saying exactly, and the girl was overweight and she was dating a white guy. So I'm like, wow, you're making a mulatto the same mixture as me, right? So, like I said, it was mainly black women who are saying this shit, right? So, so now that I'm getting that, it's from Bantu women. That makes me look at them differently now, really, because all throughout school they were the ones saying that shit. Them, the Hispanic girls, and mostly black and Hispanics, really. It was mainly just black and Hispanics, really. And if it weren't that many white kids that said that, they didn't really give a fuck. It was mainly the blacks and the Hispanics, or should I say the Bantus and the dick sucking Hispanics, right? So like I said, that's a part of the reason why I don't fuck with them now. I realized what it was. These people feel average looking compared to me. They feel like they're inferior compared to me because of the way my face looks. So they'll point out flaws. Oh, his teeth is fucked up, or if you're a little out of shape, oh, you're a little fat. But moving forward, that was just an example of what this guy was talking about in the video, y'all. I'm gonna try to cut it right here. Y'all tune in for the next video. Pariah out.